Hi, welcome to Foodie. Today it's a little cool outside, probably going to be our last cool weather for the year. And so I'm going to make a soup today, going to warm us up a little bit. It's going to be a potato soup with dill, and it really sounds fresh and very hearty. So let's get started at the stovetop. This is going to be nice because it's going to be a nice one pot dish. We'll put our burner on medium high, a little bit of olive oil. So the first thing I want to do is saute. I have 2 cloves of garlic that are kind of roughly chopped, and then 1 cup of chopped red onion. So we're just gonna fry this up till 2 or 3 minutes, just where they start to get just a little bit soft. And like I said, since we're making soup, these things are going to be cooking for quite a while. Okay, these are starting to get a little soft, and onions are browning, garlic's browning. So that looks pretty good. Now we're going to add 1/4 cup of your favorite white wine. We're going to let this continue to cook until almost all of the wine is gone. So we'll just get some of that nice flavor soaked up into the onions and garlic. Okay, the wine is just about evaporated. Now I'm going to add I've got about 1 pound of, I used red potatoes, and I've cut them into little bite-sized wedges. Try to get them as even as cut as possible so that they cook evenly. And I'm leaving skins on. I'll add some fresh ground pepper. Salt to taste. I'm not going to add too much salt. I mean, I know there's potatoes, but the soup's going to have this vegetable broth, so I don't want to get it too salty. And I don't eat a lot of salt anyway. So now I'm going to add 1 quart, 32 ounces of vegetable broth. We're going to bring this to a boil, and then I'll turn the heat down where it's just a bare simmer. Then we'll cook these potatoes until tender. We'll check them in like 20 minutes after it comes to a boil. So these potatoes will be boiling in the vegetable broth, and it'll really bring in a lot of good flavor to it. Then we'll add more vegetable broth towards the end just to get enough soup for how many people you want to serve. All right, I went ahead and let these potatoes boil. It was more like 20 minutes, and they're pretty tender now. So now what we want to do, if you have a potato masher, that would work a little bit better. I'm just going to use a whisk, and just, you don't want to really you don't want to mash them. I'm just kind of smash them a little bit. They fall into smaller pieces, and it'll make this soup a little bit thicker. So you want to do that to maybe 25% of the potatoes. You leave some of them big and some of them mashed, or smashed, we'll call it. Okay, so we have this on a bare simmer right now. I don't know how much the broth evaporated away in that 20 minutes, but I'm going to add another cup of the broth. I want to put in 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. I have 1 cup of heavy cream. That's going to make this nice and rich and creamy. Stir that in. Okay, the last step, I have a cup of frozen peas. All right, we're just gonna let this warm back up, let the cream warm up, cook the peas, so maybe 4 or 5 minutes. All right, the peas are warm, everything is ready to go basically. Last little step here, I'm gonna add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. You don't want to overdo this, you don't want to overpower. All right, we'll turn the heat off. Add 1/4 cup freshly chopped dill. Stir that in. Ooh, love that smell. All right, we're ready to put this in a serving bowl and ready to eat some lunch. All right, I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of lemon, fresh lemon juice. And it looks really good. Get some peas, some dill. That dill, wow, so good. And yeah, that fresh lemon juice really gives it a good fresh taste too. Really good for a cool spring day. So here's what I did with mine. We had salmon and rice also with our lunch. So I just served the soup over the rice and put the salmon right on top. I figure with the dill and the fresh lemon in there, that ought to go real well with the salmon. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Foodie right over there. Thank you for watching.